I'm skipping a little bit. I want to talk about this thing as well. We both know that being a father can be very stressful at sometimes. Just life in general, but I can only assume that your house is going to be sometimes even more stressful than other people's house that have just one kid or two, as in my case. And I listen a lot to Eric Thomas, and I love when he was saying that you're either in the storm, just out of a storm, or you're going to be you're about to get into one. Now, you learn to take care of these storms by using humor. You just explained that really well, with the dinner accident, throwing sticks. But I'm wondering, what's your step-by-step process that fathers can put into action to start implementing humor into their arsenal to be able to deal appropriately? Like what you're saying, we can also throw a fit, and that's so much easier to all kinds of different situations or things that pop up.
Yep. So this is back to the basics for me. When there's a high stress situation with the kids, the first thing I do is I take a deep breath. I take a deep breath. If I can, I smile. And then I think about, is there funny in this situation? So what I encourage my audiences to do is to put on something I call the 3D glasses of comedy. And the 3Ds stand for different, difficult, and dumb, which is things that whether you're a parent or not, you're dealing with things that are difficult, different, and dumb all day, every day. And usually those are stress inducers, So if something different happens, there's a new system at work you have to deal with, or something's difficult. It's just, you spill your coffee on your shirt, or your kids are screaming at you, or whatever your difficult situation is, or something that's dumb. It's just weird, it's ridiculous, and it's complicating your life in some way. So to look at life through those 3D glasses of comedy, much like you would if you're watching a 3D movie, you have to wear those glasses in order for the images to pop out at you. And if you want to find the funny and use humor as a therapeutic tool in your life, you've got to wear those 3D glasses of comedy, which means you are anticipating things that are different, difficult, and dumb. So when you see those things and you're looking at life through that lens, the funny starts to pop out at you. And this is how comedians operate. We're constantly looking for things. What's hard out there? What's difficult? What's different? What's dumb? And as soon as we see it, it's like there's an opportunity for comedy there. So I'm not saying you should become a comedian. I'm just saying if you have that lens, then your creativity will allow you to say, okay, yeah, this is a stressful situation, but what's the funny in it? And when it comes to my kids and something that happens that's difficult, they're screaming, they won't do their homework. They're talking back to me. They're fighting each other. They're slapping each other, which is the biggest one. They're always fighting, right? Is to just like, don't yell, don't correct. Just take that deep breath. If I can, smile about it, and then think, okay, what's funny? Like a comedian, So, just a quick example of this. I was on a flight the other day, and my flight attendant was one of those people who I can tell wears the 3D glasses of comedy always. Like this lady was born with these. These are the people who are like funny all the time. They're always cracking jokes. They always have a positive attitude. So here's what happened. The flight attendant was coming down the aisle with the drink cart, and the guy next to me ordered his drink, and he said, "I'll take an ice water, but hold the ice," which is just dumb, right? I mean, I'm not faulting the guy. We all say dumb things, but ice water, hold the ice. So the flight attendant took a cup, filled it with ice, poured water into it, handed it to the guy and said, "That'll be ready in just a minute." Which for her, she saw the funny in someone asking for ice water, hold the ice. You could just say water, right? So she made a joke and we all laughed about it, and very, very simple. I don't think it's something that necessarily would have made her like bang her head against the wall, but if we're constantly watching for that, we're able to laugh more in those situations.
Nice. I'm loving it. And that's, of course, then just something that you keep practicing, keep reminding to.
Yeah.
It's not something you get over time, no? It's something that you have to.
It it does take practice. I mean, just like it takes a long time for a comedian to learn how to turn ordinary things into funny, the more you live with those 3D glasses of comedy on, the more you're going to flip those stressful situations into livable situations. I'm
loving it. I'm going to start trying that right away.
All right.
They're going to have to go to bed after this interview, so they're probably going to throw a fit. Hey man, I hope you got all the information out of this that you were looking for. If so, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if you hit the bell, then every time we come out with a new video, you will be informed. For now, thanks for listening, and I hope to see you soon.